Okay, believe it or not, guys, SoFi is green today in the midst of this nasty, nasty red day. We're seeing where every index is getting destroyed. I mean, destroyed, guys. The Russell's down 2.5% over that. The Dow's down, what, 2%? SPY's down 1.3%, and the Qs are down now 1.2% after being down, I think, 0.5, 0.6% earlier. So things are getting ugly. Cheers to that. I appreciate you all for tuning in. And by the way, the VIX is up 17%. Unreal. We're back in the mid 20s on the VIX. Now you guys realize why I sold out of MU yesterday, took my profits there, and I sold out of my Netflix calls. This is why, to raise cash, because the reality is, man, we saw the writing on the wall. And by the way, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates and private Discord. That is linked right down below, also pinned in the comments. And now let's get into it. So before we get into SoFi, excuse me, which is up over 1% right now, let me show you the writing on the wall that we saw. It was pretty clear on SPY. Let me pull it up here and show you that we were trending in this channel, downtrending channel, and we were more towards the top of it in yesterday's session. After yesterday's insane green day that we had, we got up to about 688, right? 690 almost. And it was obvious that we were not breaking out and that we were vulnerable for another whipsaw right back down. And that's what we got today, right? Again, we're down across the board, big time. SPY's free falling. The Qs are doing the same thing as well. We're pretty much free falling now under these moving averages on the 1 hour, which earlier in my earlier video, you saw we were holding above those moving averages. We're no longer. So bears are gaining an edge. And again, this is why I raised some cash yesterday in the portfolio. And I haven't bought anything with that cash. I'm just sitting on it and I'm being very tactical with it. I'm waiting to see, okay, what opportunities are going to open up. Here we can see on a side note, actually, quickly before we go into SoFi. Remember earlier we covered Coherent? I was saying 240 is where it could be going. Yeah, that's when it was at 260. Now we're at 247. This is a spot where I'm looking to maybe put that cash to work, right? In this 240, 245 level, which I covered in my previous video, the oversold stocks to buy video. And we also talked about, well, I don't think we talked about Micron, but look, Micron's now right back to where I bought it initially. So if I held it overnight until today, into today, I would have lost my entire profit. This is why it's important when you're trading, especially in these environments where we're up one day, down the next. Don't be scared to lock in gains. Don't be scared, or don't be too greedy, right? That is going to hurt you here. I made 5% and then I walked away. If I got too greedy, boom, I would have lost all the profits. So we're getting beaten up today, but I think these are opportunities, potentially. I'm going to let Micron kind of figure itself out a little bit more, but Coherent, man, I'm close to adding a little bit here, but I don't want to rush into it, right? So let's go over to SoFi, then we'll cover some other stocks. We're doing things out of order today, guys. That's a problem. Let's start off with SoFi here, then we'll go to the other names. So SoFi, guys, we're up. We're up 1.25%. It's up on the day, which this is such a good sign that the bottom might be in. I mean, it might be in at this point. We're up on a day where the VIX is up. VIX is up 17%. Excuse me, guys. I might need some friggin' water or coffee in this case. Cheers. We're up on a day where the VIX is up 17%. We got news that Noto bought $1 million worth. We got that MasterCard news. You know, we've had a couple green days in a row now, it seems like. You know, it's not 100% breaking out, but God dang it, guys, it seems like we're almost there. We're almost there, it seems like. It seems like the bottom's in, you know. I just have that feeling. Obviously, we don't know for sure, but all these signs, again, 17% VIX is up. SoFi's having a green day. You know, Anthony Noto bought a bunch. It almost seems like the sellers are exhausted. They're freaking exhausted. It's been months of just straight up slaughter. How much more can this go down? You know what I mean? fundamentally the company is way better now than where it was, last time the stock was in the high teens, if you ask yourself and look at it that way. And if a lot of people or some people were saying, oh, we're going to go down to 12, 13, 15 bucks. Does that make sense? Fundamentally, it would not make sense for SoFi to go down to $12, $13. That would just be a gross overreaction. And if it did get down there, I would be buying like a madman. So in my eyes, 12, 13 was always the super bearish scenario. If the market just saw the floor fall through it, you know what I mean? I always thought, 12, 13, super bearish. I always thought, okay, 15, 16, we could get there, right? But now that we're getting all these catalysts and we're up on a day like today, quite frankly, I don't think we're going to get the 15 anymore. Okay, fine. If SPY goes down 10% from here, that goes out the window. We're probably going back to 15 on SoFi, guys. But if the market, chops around here, does what it has been doing, up one day, down the next, but overall we're kind of flat. If it continues to do that, things in the Middle East die off. Tensions ease over the next couple months, month or two, right? I just don't see SoFi going much lower here, especially if we got news that Noto bought even more. I mean, who's to say he didn't buy more, right? We got that $1 million buy, 56,000 shares at about $17.88. We got that buy, but what if he bought more today, right? What if the filing comes out tomorrow or something? So it's a lot of what ifs, but I feel like we're nearing that bottom now. It feels like we're getting there, or we already are there for all the reasons mentioned. And the fact that we're up today, that's another big reason. If it was tanking today, okay, that's a different story. If it was down 5 to 10%, I would not be excited about that. The Noto buy, the MasterCard news, it would be out the window at that point. But it really looks like the stock's holding on to that news, digesting it. We're holding on to gains. It's a good sign, and I'm excited. I'm holding on tight to my position. I know that for sure. Like I said, I have some cash that I'm looking to put to use here in other stocks. And I think SoFi, if it takes out that 2022 mark, and the market gets healthy again, I think we're going to go up a lot more. That's just my opinion. I think SoFi will be a $20-25+ stock again. It's only a matter of time. So yeah, that's a quick rundown on that. The indices, which again, we're not surprised. I'm not surprised. We're seeing a sell-off on the overall market. We covered it, called it out yesterday pretty much. And yeah, that's why I locked in profits there. And now I'm looking to take advantage on some of these dips. Primarily Coherent. I don't want to rush into it. This could go even lower. We've seen it do this time and time again. So I'm not going to just rush into it 100%. But, I'm getting there. I'm close. I'm close to adding at least an initial position. I might scale into it slowly, not looking to go all in right away. But I like this company. I think they have more room to run. Their deal with NVIDIA recently is very attractive. I'm excited about that. Guys, it's just if you reprogram your mind to look at red in the stock market and get excited, it's a beautiful thing. If you're able to tactically buy positions, stocks when the market's red and you can kind of see through the noise, that's the real advantage. If you're always getting hung up on short-term price action, your stock's going down, it makes you emotional, it makes your brain all cloudy, right? You can't think clearly. You're going to make dumb decisions. But once you have the reps in the stock market, once you've been doing it for years, like me, 10 plus years now, it's like you've seen this before. You're able, each time you see a big drop, and this is not even a crazy drop, but each time you see the VIX up, uncertainty, volatility, it's almost like you gain a stripe on your back, first of all, each crash or each crazy scenario. And second of all, it makes you see clearer for the next time, the next crazy scenario. You can spot things a little bit better. You can, navigate the waters a little bit better. And it takes time. It takes time, right? It takes reps. And the more you do it, the better you get it. The more you get at it, the more you watch the markets, the better you get. So yeah, for me, guys, I see red and I get excited. Cheers to that. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you found value and if you want to see more content. And join the Patreon if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my actual portfolio, my trades, my investments, real-time updates, and weekly overall portfolio updates. All of that gets posted on Patreon. Check out the link down below. There's also a private Discord through the Patreon, and it's also linked in the comment section. I'll see you guys in there, and with that being said, cheers. Have a great rest of your day.